up.
What, this one?
Oh, come on.
All right.
Where's the team spirit, Lori?
All right, welcome everybody. Today is November 15th, 2016. That's only for my file records. Today I was brought in front of you guys today because we offer two different plans that you guys would be interested in. What I'm going to do today is each one of you guys are truck drivers. Each one of you guys are over the road. First off, I want you to know that each one of you guys is important, guys and women. And I'm going to go over two plans with you. This should take approximately about 15 minutes. I'm going to go over our basic CDLP plan, which is commercial driver's license plan, which is going to cover all of your points for your and also all your legal except criminal and pre-existing. The other one I'm going to cover real quick is our basic legal plan. When you put them both together, it's going to cover between 90 and 95% of any legal situation you find yourself in. Now remember this, for both plans, we are not going to cover drugs, alcohol, drag racing, and let's be fair, okay? You guys are all been on the road for long enough. You guys are driving semis, big trucks, over-the-road rigs. Here's the deal, guys. If you are drinking and driving, you are already smart enough to know that that's a no-no. If you try to call me up, I will not answer my phone. Put it like this. If you drink and drive, you can sit in jail for all I care about. So if that's the one thing you're going to call me up about, do not do it. Anything else, you can call me in our company. I give you guys each 2 business cards. The reason why I'm going to give you guys each 2 business cards, I want you to put one of those cards immediately in your wallet, in your purse, or in your pocket. That card must stay on you at all times. The reason why is because you can get a hold of me 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The only times you're not going to get a hold of me is if I'm with my daughter or if I'm in an orientation just like this. Now, the first thing I want to tell every one of you guys, this is strictly a voluntary benefit. At no time do you have to take this. However, I'm going to help you come to an educated decision on why you need this. I am not a salesperson. I'm here to bring you an educated decision on why you're going to need this. So let's go ahead. If you open up your folders, you'll see inside your folder, you have a black and white sheet that says Basic Commercial Driver Plan. On that, this is going to cover you and your wife, or you and your domestic partner, or you and your husband, you and your spouse, you and the other person that's in the vehicle with you, as long as they are in some way, shape, or form related to you. Meaning husband, wife, domestic partner. Now, what I want you to know right now is this plan I'm going to cover right now does not cover you outside the truck. Get that out of your head right now. If you step outside the truck and you get hurt or injured and it does not affect your CDL, but it has some kind of legal liability to it, understand this. That's where the legal part's going to come in, and I'm going to get into that later. Now, right now, I want you to understand this. When you're in your vehicle, this is also going to cover if you're in your regular four-wheeler. So if you're in an SUV, an RV, ATV, if you're in a boat, if you are in a truck, a car, or a motorcycle, understand this. If it's going to affect your CSA score or your PCP points or any of your points, we are going to go to bat for you to keep those off of your license. Got it? Okay. Now I'm going to go kind of quick with the rest of it because you guys are smart enough to understand what I'm talking about. Every day in life, you guys been driving out on that highway and you see trucks on the side of the road every single day. You see accidents every single day. We are going to cover all of your non-moving violations: overheight, overweight, overlift, hazmat, medical card, restricted, revoked, license, plus so much more. All right? We're also going to cover you with moving violations as long as they're not criminal. All right? Now, for the basic commercial driving plan, I'm going to tell you this right now. If you're parking on an off-ramp or an on-ramp going on or off the highway, that's illegal, okay? You're going to have to pay out of pocket for that. You'll get a 25% preferred member discount, but that's considered a felony. I don't know if you guys knew that or not, but those are illegal. You cannot park on or off ramps. Got it? The reason why I know is because I've actually gone up to a couple of my trucking companies before. When I see them on the side of the ramp, I'll knock on the door and I'll tell them they need to move their rig, whether they're sleeping or not. I don't care. You're going to get mad at me? I don't care. The reason why I do that is because I'd rather you be mad at me than you pay thousands and thousands of dollars for getting a ticket. Hold your questions till the end. I'll answer them then. Now, listen up. Now, as you understand, we're going to protect all your PCP points. You guys get that. You guys understand that. You guys do not know all the laws in every single state. We're going to cover you in 49 states, 4 provinces of Canada, without any restrictions as long as it's not criminal. Okay, so basically, we know the judges in the states that you're going to. We have lawyers already there. We have over 7,000 referral attorneys in those states. Also, those states have one, if not more, attorneys and law firms that work only for Legal Shield. So in other words, we are going to do what it takes to get those points off your license. As of August of 2014, we can now data queue points off of your license. We just have to get up with your safety director. We have to get up with the owners, whoever's in charge of the computer system. All right. Now, as we're going on, as you noticed, if you guys have your wills, I'm going to cover this more in the next one, but I'm going to go over wills a little bit. You'll notice I put a will in there. Stand by on that. I'm going to tell you some fun stuff we're going to do with that. All right, you guys all understand pretty much legal. We cover. If you're in a state, you need us to get you out. We're going to help you. There you go. You understand it. All right, next, real quick. Now we're going to go into the meat and potatoes, the legal portion of this. This is going to cover you, your domestic partner, all of your children up to age 26 living at home with no kids of their own, handicapped or disabled. Now, a lot of people ask me, how come these things do not carry over in the CDL? Remember this, the CDL is it's a field that's very small, which means there are fewer lawyers in the CDL field. However, those lawyers cost a whole lot more. Now, at the top of that CDL license, I want you to write $6.91. We're going to come back to that. The reason why we're going to come back to that is because it's $6.91 a week, but I want you to add on what the legal is going to cost also. Now, on the legal plan, if you turn that page over, you'll notice it says you can call our attorneys with unlimited questions on unlimited situations, including pre-existing. That means unlimited, gentlemen. Now, the next thing I want you to see is that we review 15 contracts or documents in any given month. All of you have cell phones. All of you have actually signed contracts or documents without knowing it. Some of you also are aware that people owe you money, or you sign with companies that owe you money. Those are contracts or documents. Okay, something like a plumber or an electrician, those are contracts or documents. A lot of you owner-operators sign a lot of contracts or documents. So you get 15 contracts or documents in any given month, okay, looked at. Now, if you have 16 or 17, just wait till the next month. That way you don't have to pay for it. Now, next thing is we're going to send out letters or phone calls on your behalf. A lot of you guys are like, oh, I can send out a letter or phone call. No, you can't. Let's face it, the system's not fair. The reason why, if a lawyer calls compared to if you call anybody, a lawyer's got weight. You do not. A lawyer is going to call into the legal department and talk to their legal department. They're going to put you over to human resources, and all of a sudden, you're just going to get the runaround. Now, the reason why letters and phone calls work for our company and the other companies out there that do not work for is because our lawyers are already prepaid. They are already paid. They're ready to go work for you. Guess what? The reason why a majority of most lawyers want to take you into court is at $250 an hour. They're going to try to keep you around as long as possible to get as much, to maximize as much of that as they can. Our lawyers do not want to do that. They want to get you done. They want to get you complete. They're going to take your calls same day. They will always call you back between 6 and 8 hours. Usually it's about 15 or 20 minutes, but by law I have to tell you between 6 and 8 hours. All right, so now that you understand this, every one of you guys that cell phones, take them out, take a look at this. This is what's on my cell phone. On my cell phone right here, it's called My Legal Shield app. If you're in your personal four-wheeler and you're driving down the road, your wife's driving down the road, and all of a sudden you get pulled over, we have a feature called Snap right here on your phone. They give you a ticket, you push the snap, take a picture of the ticket, it's in your lawyer's office before that officer even gets back to his vehicle. Now, if you notice, there's a red button on the bottom here that says emergency. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You've got kids in school. You got a kid going to the hospital. You fall and break your ankle. You fall and break a leg. Your neighbors are having problems at Thanksgiving time. Christmas time's coming up. Families have problems. You're going to need a lawyer at some point in time for an emergency situation. Whether it's a cop pulling you over or whether it's child services coming to your house to take your kids. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You hit that red button right there on your phone and you will have a lawyer within 6 seconds. Now, you remember I told you that lawyers are in every single state, 49 states, 4 provinces of Canada. That means 2 lawyers out of every one of our law firms in those states have to take a cell phone home with them, speak in English, be coherent, ready to go at a moment's notice. Now, as I go over this, since we have no contracts, no fine print, no co-pays, no termination fees, we're going to do what's called, after 90 days, we're going to give you uncontested name change, uncontested adoption, uncontested divorce, uncontested separation. Now, uncontested is different than contested. Here's what it is. I can't do a divorce for 67 cents a day. Now, a lot of people, believe it or not, to my surprise, are using it for foster care. they're using it to adopt. Okay? They're just using it because they're not happy in their marriage. Look, our lawyers are going to tell you and help you come to an educated decision on, look, it's better to just get the divorce done and over with. You both agree, get it done, separate ways. If you go into a regular lawyer, they're going to tell you that you're right on everything, whether you're wrong or right. And guess what? You're going to have to sell your car, sell your home. You're going to have to sell your soul to the devil just to pay for that freaking lawyer to get that divorce. Why do you have to do that? That we are already going to take care of it for you after 90 days. Now, a lot of you owner-operators, but this goes to everybody else also, we give you 60 hours of civil trial defense. That's trial and pre-trial time, which means if you ever named in a lawsuit, we are going to cover you for 60 hours. Now, every year, it rolls over to another 60. After 5 years, we give you 300 hours. Now, just say that a regular attorney is $250 an hour. However, if a regular attorney is $250 an hour, you can say that we're just going to add another $50 onto that for a trial lawyer. Trials are more expensive. So now all of a sudden, you've got $90,000 after 5 years of civil trial defense time. Now, you guys all heard about the homeowner breaking into the home. The burglar broke in. The homeowner goes to jail because he shot the burglar. Burglar goes to the hospital and sued the homeowner and won over $100,000. You heard about the truck driver that got his truck busted into, and he beat the crap out of the guy royally, but the guy ended up suing him because he broke his hand, cut up his hand, and the truck driver beat the crap out of him. So he sued the truck driver and he won. Now, how's that fair? I don't know. I'm not a lawyer. Why is it fair? I don't know. These are on the news every single day. They come on my desk every single day about these different things that are going on. They are not fair. However, unlike everybody else, you will now have a lawyer. Now, I'm going to touch base on that will at the very end because it's something important. So next thing, if you ever get a home or buy a home or rentals insurance, we will look over it once a year. It's in entirety. Now, 15 days after this goes into effect, for you, your domestic partner, your kids, their kids, after 15 days, we're going to handle all traffic-related situations in your four-wheeler, meaning speeding ticket, traffic ticket, parking ticket. Okay, if it's something, as long as it's not criminal, meaning drugs, alcohol, or drag racing, we are going to represent you in court, so you don't have to go to court. We're going to go into court. We're going to get it either moved to a non-moving violation. We're going to get it dismissed. All right, the next thing is we're going to give you 50 hours of IRS audit service. So basically, if you're ever audited by the IRS. Now, the one thing I want to touch back on is these wills. I'm a very big believer in the will because I am a Marine, and a lot of my friends, 22 vets a day, die. However, I go down the road every single freaking day, and I see you truck drivers in the sides of the road. Your trucks are wrapped around poles. Your trucks, because 4 teenagers in a convertible decided to cut you off by cutting in front of you at 150 feet. You move the left-hand lane. Well, guess what? There's all kinds of cars there. They freaking cause you to go into the medium, which either tips your truck, causes a wreck. Next thing you know, there's tragedy. Now, every one of you have to understand there's 5 million truckers on the road, and every one of you is important. Every one of you matter, whether you think you do or not. And if I hear, well, I don't have nothing to leave. Yes, you do. You've got yourself to leave. You're important. What you do is important. You're driving America's good across country when nobody else wants to do it. So I guarantee you, you're one of the most important people in the United States today because nobody else is doing what you do. They don't put in the long hours. We know you have to get home to your friends and family. We know you miss them. We know you're on the road every single day. What this will does, first off, you're right. We're going to handle your finances. Put it in there. But we're at no charge. We're going to basically do your will for you, and every year you're part of this, we're going to update that will. So you're going to leave. Maybe you got a trinket from a family member or a friend or something that you want to leave to your kids or a spouse. Every one of you has a camera on your phone. You put in that will that you left a message to your family members and that you left a video for them in that will. What you're going to do is you're going to write out this will that I give you that's right there on the left-hand side of your folder. You're then going to send it to your provided law firm, which if you don't know, get that address, you're going to get it from me. You're going to get an email with it. You're going to get it in the mail. You're going to put that will in an envelope that they send you. You're going to send it off. They're going to type it all up. They're going to send it back to you. You're either going to get it notarized depending on what state you're in, or you're going to put it away in a safe spot. Now, if you have kids, if accidents happen, people died in your family, guess what? We're going to update it each year for you at no extra charge as long as you're with us. Now, a lot of you think that, okay, this is a great thing. This is all payroll deduct. That plan right there is $4.37. The CDLP plan is $6.91. Put them both together, it's $11.28. A Red Bull at the Casey's General Store, a Red Bull at the Airco General Store costs $4 for a Red Bull. A lot of you guys are drinking 3 or 4 Red Bulls a day. take 4 times 7. Okay? That's how much you're paying for a Red Bull. This plan here is $11.28 a week, which is less than 99 cents a day for the CDL and less than 67 cents a day for the legal. $11.28, come on. Let's be reasonable. You spend more than that at McDonald's in 2 days. Every one of you is a truck driver on the road. What's more important, getting your Big Mac or getting your lawyer to defend that license that putting food on the table for you and your family? Every one of you guys thinks $11.28 sounds like a big much of that deal. It's not. It's actually pennies to what you think. So, either 67 cents a day, 99 cents a day, add them both together, that's what it is a day. Okay? So put that down. Each one of you guys, this goes into effect next month, which means the first of the next month. So I want you all to put on 12/1/2016 on your applications. If you do not want us, that's fine. If you need to go home and ask your wife because she has to know, but let me ask you this. I understand that you're men. I understand that you're women. I understand you're on the road every day. It costs you about $30 per week to put gas in your vehicle. Let me ask you this. Did you ask your wife or your husband to put gas in your vehicle? And that gas gets you from point A to point B back to point A again, correct? Now let me ask you this, $11.28. You can go home and ask her about it, but I want you to keep your paperwork here, and I want you to call me up personally, tell me you want me to shred that. The reason why? It's because I'm going to put these through because I believe in your safety. I believe you're going to need these lawyers, and if you go get a lawyer on your own, you're going to spend more than that for one ticket. One ticket can cost you thousands of dollars. One ticket they make TV shows about now on TV where trucks are left on the side of the road and companies have to fly people out to get those trucks to bring them back. So go ahead and sign those paperwork. And remember this, when you sign this paperwork, I also am going to give you a couple things which I'll go into later as you're signing it. We're going to give you a thing called Shake, a free thing called Ask. These are gifts from me to you, where you can actually write up documents or contracts for your friends if they borrow money, if you want to write something up, and those are legal tender. Any questions? All right. Now remember this, guys. You guys are driving America. Christmas time is coming up. Each one of you got to know that you're important, that you're special. Look, call me up if you get tired. Call me up if you have a problem. I don't care. The reason why is I'm a single father. And right now I am willing to take your calls to make sure. Now, if you ever leave the company, you're going to get to keep this. However, you're going to have to do this. You're going to have to self-do it. Meaning you're going to have to put it on a Visa, MasterCard, credit card, debit card, okay? So so in other words, you'll have to take care of it yourself, but guess what? You get to keep it for this price. I'm waiving all enrollment fees, which, by the way, if you get anywhere else, is $25 for the CDL and $10 for the legal. That's $35. So guess what? I'm waiving all that, and you can take this with you for the rest of your life. If you skip out or have a problem or whatever else, the company will work with you to make sure that we can take it out when you want it. Okay? Any questions? All right, everybody. Thank you very much for your time today, gentlemen. Be safe out there on the road. Keep it on the road. Remember, this company cares about you. This company loves you. Remember, I do not work for this company, so if you need to call me, if you're just pissed off, remember this. Those are police officers out there. They have families too. For some reason, we always get the Barney Fives. I don't know why the Barney Fives are the only ones that ever pull us over. But guess what? You can call your lawyer. You got your app on your phone. You got the card in your pocket. So thank you all tonight. I appreciate each and every one of you. God bless. I will see you all later. Thank you for your applications. I'll get these turned in. You got any questions, talk to me later. Dun, dun, dun. Did I lose everybody on my phone? That's it, guys. Did you hear me?
I heard you.
All right. Any questions for you guys now? I kind of